As humans, we ultimately want to get our needs met. But when these needs require us to set boundaries, say no, or make requests of people, it becomes more difficult. Many people struggle with being assertive, communicating assertively, and saying that simple word no. My name is Dr. Joti, and I'm a registered psychologist with expertise in all things related to psychological health, wellness, and resilience. I'm also the CEO and founder of myworkplacehealth.com, and I'm a national expert in psychological health and safety in the workplace. In this video, I'll be talking about what it means to communicate assertively and how to build the skills to be more assertive. Now, what does it really mean to be assertive? Very simply, assertiveness is being able to respectfully communicate your ideas, your feelings, your needs, while at the same time balancing the needs of other people. Assertive behavior is quite different from passive behavior, which involves not standing up for your rights or not expressing your needs and feelings. And aggressive behavior, which involves pushing for your own needs at the expense of others or not allowing others to express their needs. There are many factors that contribute to the challenges that all of us can experience with being assertive. Now, these include things like your upbringing. So if you grew up in a home where you weren't permitted to express your needs, or if those requests that you made were met with an aggressive, dominating, or abusive response, chances are that over time you learn to quiet your own voice. Your values. If you place strong value on maintaining the peace when it comes to relationships, you may incorrectly view an expression of your needs as being incompatible with that end goal of how you want to be seen. Your personality. If you're naturally more shy and introverted, you may find it harder to voice desires in any kind of interpersonal situation. Societal stereotypes and cultural expectations also factor in. For example, us women often have a harder time being assertive in some situations than men may. And individuals from certain backgrounds, such as Asian or Southeast Asian cultures, may be taught that being assertive is a non-desirable trait. So what can you do? Here are 5 steps that can help you build your assertiveness and get a little more adept at knowing how to say no. 1. Identify the situations in which you would like to be more assertive. Being able to anticipate the scenarios where you would like to change your behavior is the first step, as it's often harder if we're taken off guard or not advance anticipating how we want a particular situation to go. 2. Identify personal barriers. Think about the reasons it's hard for you to say no and ask yourself if those assumptions are valid and accurate. Challenging those thoughts that interfere with your ability to say no can be really helpful in terms of having you move forward. For example, if you believe that saying no makes you difficult to get along with, ask yourself, is that really true? And find other pieces of evidence that may be incompatible with that belief. 3. Specifically articulate what you would like to say and think about why that's important to you. One of the hardest things about saying no is that no alone doesn't capture the spirit of why you need to be assertive, and it can sometimes come across as rude or disrespectful. So if you've made plans with a friend, for example, to see a show on Sunday night, rather than just saying no, add in the reason, I'd love to see you, but I'm going to have to decline. I realize I really need to get a decent night's sleep before the work week starts, otherwise I'm totally wrecked for the day and the week. How does next Friday early show sound to you? 4. Get feedback from a trusted friend. Receiving an objective opinion on how you want to communicate your needs can help you reshape your words and messaging if needed. Ask for feedback on your words, tone, and posturing. Nonverbal communication is hands down the most important part of how we communicate. Amy Cuddy's TED Talk on body language is one of my favorites, and I suggest a watch. We'll put a link in the bio. 5. Practice, practice, practice. Visualize yourself saying no, practice in front of the mirror, and try it out in neutral situations that have a low risk for harm. For example, with waitstaff at a restaurant or a sales clerk at a store. Practice makes perfect, and part of the challenge is just becoming comfortable saying words that might otherwise feel unfamiliar to you. 6, and finally, go give it a try. trying saying no in situations that matter to you, you will probably learn very quickly that the sky's not going to fall down once you begin asserting your needs. The only qualification is that if you have taken a very passive role in certain relationships, it might take others a little bit of time in terms of getting used to the new you. But people often feel better about themselves when they're assertive. Now, on this note, I'd like to qualify that if you are in any kind of abusive relationship or a relationship that has the potential for abuse, assertive behavior isn't recommended. In that situation, please seek out professional help and advice on how to proceed. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I hope that you found this video helpful. I'd love it if you took a moment to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and follow us on social media for more helpful tips.